Are you wondering whether you should learn about number phenomena? Whether you should study it? Whether you should make adjustments? Listen to my real experience. Maybe it will give you some answers and inspiration. I am from Singapore, and I have been working in real estate sales for many years. This happened during one of our events. By chance, I met a number consultant from Cosmomk. At first, I thought he was going to talk to me about things like fortune-telling or Fengshui, but his method of analysis was completely unexpected. It was scientific, clear, and precise. He didn't make any empty or exaggerated claims. Instead, he asked me directly, which aspect of your life would you like to know more about? I can give you a concise analysis. I said I wanted to ask about my career. He told me, in your work, because your thinking isn't meticulous enough, you're often careless, which leads to frequently losing clients. I thought to myself, that's true. I often lose deals because of carelessness. He went on to say, at the same time, the clients you attract are generally of low quality, and even if you give it your all, it's hard to achieve any real breakthroughs. Moreover, because of work, you often feel irritable and anxious inside. These emotions not only affect your work, but are also quietly wearing down your health. I thought he would be like those fortune tellers I've seen before, saying that I was plagued by petty people at work, leading to misfortune or financial loss. I didn't expect his explanation to be so scientific. Listening to his analysis, I appeared calm on the outside, but inside, I was deeply moved. What he described was exactly the reality I've experienced in the real estate industry over the past few years. For 5 years, my sales have remained stagnant. Customers always make numerous requests, but no deals are made. The trivialities of life have also gone from being loved to being boring and exhausting. This is my first impression of the number phenomena. It is not superstition, but an accurate revelation of reality. On the subway ride home, I contacted the number consultant and scheduled an appointment with Daishin Ai, founder of Cosmomk, for a week later. When I met her, her professionalism, gentleness, and patience, along with her thorough explanations, put me at ease. She conducted a systematic analysis of all aspects of my life, pointing out the specific reasons behind my current work difficulties. She discussed my personal abilities and traits, my daily emotional fluctuations, as well as my long-standing issues with rhinitis and coughing. What shocked me even more was that she mentioned my mother's lung condition and, in fact, my mother had been diagnosed with lung cancer 2 years ago and passed away not long after. In front of Teacher Dai, it felt as if my entire life was being seen through by a pair of gentle yet profound eyes. He not only saw the path I had taken in the past, but also accurately analyzed my present, and could even guide me to glimpse the direction of my future. This feeling wasn't frightening at all. On the contrary, it was deeply moving, because being truly understood is actually a very precious sense of security. She also mentioned the frequent arguments between me and my boyfriend. Every argument leaves me with ringing in my ears, cold sweats, a hoarse throat, and feeling completely exhausted both physically and mentally. He was absolutely right. Those scenes replayed in my mind like a movie. Teacher Dai described my life experiences word by word. She said that health problems don't just appear out of nowhere. Instead, they stem from the accumulation of factors like daily emotional patterns and behaviors. She pointed out to me that I actually share many similar number patterns with my mother. She said that these similar patterns reflect intergenerational similarities in lifestyle, behavioral habits, and coping mechanisms that are passed down within families. She asked me, did your mother's illness also originate from years of intense arguments with your father? Just like the way you interact with your boyfriend now. I was stunned and nodded heavily. Indeed, my childhood was spent growing up amid my mother's yelling and coughing. And in recent years, every time I argue with my boyfriend, my coughing symptoms also get worse. Just like the symptoms my mother had before her illness, worsened in other words. If I keep going down this path, I might end up with a similar outcome as my mother. As Teacher Dai said, what we once thought were accidents are actually inevitable results that went unnoticed. She told me this through insights gained from number phenomena. We can regain the opportunity to make choices. When she introduced me to the individual life code precise solution, my first reaction was that it was too expensive for me. I was also planning to travel with my boyfriend next year, because our relationship was on the verge of falling apart. If I paid for the trip, there would be absolutely no money left. But I also understood that if I didn't make a change, my life might remain stuck like this, difficult and with no solution. I told Teacher Dai that I needed to go back and think about it. She responded gently but firmly, this is your life choice. It will always be in your own hands. What I can do is wholeheartedly help you clearly understand every piece of information that is most important to you. Over the years, I have witnessed too many regrettable cases just because they missed the moment of awareness. Their lives ended up in irreversible situations. Our mission is to give more people the opportunity to truly see the root causes of the difficulties in their lives, and to understand that the challenges before us are not unsolvable, but rather that there are clear, effective, and 100% actionable solutions. On my way back, I thought about this for a long time on the subway. This truly is the dilemma I am facing in my life. If I don't change, the problem will just keep happening again and again. But right now, tens of thousands of dollars is not a small amount for me. Yet isn't the reason I'm stuck in this predicament precisely because of my own limitations and the inappropriate ways I've been doing things for so long? Teacher Dai and the number consultant had already accurately pointed all of this out through my numbers. If I choose not to change my career, I'll just remain stuck, never moving up or down. I really don't want to keep struggling like this, it's so exhausting. While hesitating, I called my boyfriend and told him I wanted to make a change, but he scolded me harshly.
Are you crazy? You don't want to travel anymore, is that it? Why don't you use that money to buy a new computer for your family? The computer at home is so old. It freezes every time someone tries to work on it. Can't you stop being so selfish? You're just being deceived by others.
My tears started streaming uncontrollably on the subway, and I tried to keep my voice down as I spoke. I don't know if she's a scammer or not, but she understands how I feel. He doesn't realize that every word Teacher Dai says hits me deep in my soul. She knows my body has already sounded the alarm, knows how hard I work, and knows about my mother's illness. She even knows how much our arguments drain me. And she even brought up your failed investments. What about that?
As for the investment failure, she must know that so-and-so, and that person must have told her.
Who could it be? I don't mind if you haven't achieved success in your career, that I'm willing to work hard with you to pay off your credit card debt. But everything I've said, you don't care about my feelings, my work, or my health at all. You only care about things that concern you. In that moment, I felt a sudden chill, an indescribable feeling. I want to change. I believe I deserve a better life. The next day, I called the bank to inquire and applied for a credit card. 4 days later, I applied for my individual life code. About a month later, I received my exclusive password. During this time, Teacher Dai communicated with me about specific areas I needed to improve. Now, it's been a year since I started using my life code. In this year, I moved to a more spacious apartment. My real estate sales exceeded 1 million for several months. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, and my current partner is gentle and empathetic. My health has improved, and I hardly cough anymore. My fevers have gone from once a month to just once in the past 6 months, and my schedule is getting busier. Although I'm very busy, my mindset is different. I feel much more confident. When facing problems, I'm not frustrated anymore. Instead, I think clearly about solutions. After coming home, I no longer waste time watching meaningless videos. Instead, I use my time to edit property viewing videos, which improves my sales efficiency. I've started to feel that everything I do is moving me closer to my personal goals in life, and now I feel truly fulfilled. Money is no longer a problem that troubles me. Now, I've already signed up for Teacher Dai's course. If you're still hesitating, I just want to say one thing to you. It's truly worth it for your own life, because nothing is more important than your life. I'm very grateful to the number consultant who introduced me to number phenomena. It was he who helped me see the possibilities in life again.